Good morning, staff and students. My name is Dr. Saunders, and I'm an assistant principal here at Howard High School. African American History Month is important to me because it provides the opportunity for us to share, to learn, and to understand each other. It provides the opportunity to share by allowing African Americans to discuss aspects of our culture, like our customs, our practices, our values, and our beliefs. It also allows you to share with me the same kinds of things about your culture. Provides the opportunity to learn because African Americans can share information about the significant people and events involving people who look like me, who have made tremendous contributions to the American experience. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, it allows all of us to understand each other better. And through that understanding, build relationships that enable us to work well collaboratively towards common goals to achieve extraordinary things together. It allows us to find the best within ourselves. That's why this month is important to me. Howard, thank you and have a wonderful day. And now, Ms. Jeffrey.
Thank you, Dr. Saunders. I'll be 60 next month. That's my big birthday. And while some of my students may think that's very ancient, I see it as my own personal Black History Month. I've lived through the aftermath of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, and John F. Kennedy. I grew up watching the Civil Rights era unfold on our family's black and white TV in Detroit, Michigan. And although I was very young when most of these incidents took place, I will never forget the aftermath of the sight of my grieving family and the smell of smoke as my city was on fire. For me, Black History Month is very personal. This month means a reaffirmation of America's rich but also disturbing history. It is meant as a reminder of the many accomplishments made, but also a call to action to continue to preserve those accomplishments that are in jeopardy of being rewritten today. I often draw my strength from the thousands of people who walked before me and literally laid the ground in which I walk. To that, I owe a debt of gratitude. And while I live the good life and enjoy the freedoms of living in America, I don't take those rights lightly. Someone died so that I may have my unalienable rights. Those Americans stood with their backs against the wall, being beaten, lynched, and killed so that I can cast a vote in any election I choose. There are many people, both black and white, who made the ultimate sacrifice so that I could live and work in whatever areas I choose. These voices from the past are the whispers I hear that push me to be better, to always fight for justice over injustice, to always provide a hand up, and to always strive to make them proud, to always teach the real history. This month reminds me that I am not alone in my quest to honor their lives. It's not just my history that needs to be preserved, but the history of America for all Americans. At times when I feel like society is exceptionally cruel, I am reminded of the words by poet and award-winning author Maya Angelou when she states, "And still I rise." Regardless of how many people want to bury our history, they can't because the truth will always rise. The celebration of the contributions by our ancestors will always be welcome, whether celebrated for a week or a month. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jeffrey and Dr. Saunders.
Good morning and welcome to our Friday show. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Ben. We have a great show for you today, but first, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
My mom has impacted me because she's always been my #1 fan and supporter. She always tells me to do my absolute best whenever it comes to school, including my academics and track. She was one of the first people in my family to go to college, and that motivates me to do well in college as well.
Thank you, Caleb.
Each day in February, you will be hearing from staff and students about their influencers and what Black History Month means to them.
I can't wait to hear everyone's story.
Are you interested in trying out for the girls softball team? If you did not make the meeting on the 13th, stop by N108 before or after school this week.
Join us at Chipotle for a fundraiser to support Howard's Environmental Club on Sunday, February 24th from 5 to 9 p.m. at 6181 Old Dobbin Lane. Remember to tell the cashier you're supporting our club. Hope to see you there.
Baking Club will be meeting after school on Tuesday, February 19th to make raspberry pies for empty bowls on February 20th, 2019. There will be some to sample, but we are looking forward to donating pies to support Empty Bowls, a fundraiser for Howard County's Grassroots Crisis Intervention Center.
Are you socially liberal but fiscally conservative? Do you want the government to have less control over your life? Come meet like-minded individuals at the Libertarians Club interest meeting today in room N104.
Attention athletes, if you missed the track and field interest meeting, then come see Coach Wade in N219 or Coach Dickerson in the math office for information sheets. Hey Nicole, how about that great Spirit swag the SGA is selling?
Ben, it is great, but where can I buy it?
Well, Nicole, listen up. Today's program is being sponsored by the SGA Spiritwear sales.
Oh my gosh.
So check this out.
What's up, guys? Hey, Sierra. Oh, Sierra, I really like your shirt. Oh, high five. Wow. Oh my God, I like your sweatpants.
Yes,
Where'd you guys get them from?
I mean, they're selling them at an atrium, all for lunch shifts. The shirts are 15, the bottoms are 20, and if you buy them together, they're 30. You can also order them online. Boom.
Wow, I'm gonna get that today.
The SGA will be selling Spiritwear in N107 during lunch. Stop by and get your gear.
It's a great way to represent our Howard.
Nicole, guess what? Everyone has been telling me how they miss fun facts.
Oh my gosh, you know what, Ben? That's so ironic because we have an episode today. Check it out.
Nice, nice.
Thank you and welcome. This episode of Fun Facts with Me is all about sitcoms and is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
There was a rule on Seinfeld about no hugging.
Chuck Norris was originally cast in That 70s Show.
Bob Barker is still alive.
I don't believe it. The dog in Full House was also Air Bud. Back to you in the stew.
Well, Lions, that's all we have for you today. Don't forget to check the Canvas student community for all announcements.
Have a 3-day weekend Friday.
Yippee!